Do you try to control everything in your life? In other words, are you a control freak? My name is Tracy, and I do a type of hypnosis where I speak to my clients' higher selves after we look at a past life and after we look at what they do in between lives. The issue of control is a big one and comes up in many of my higher self hypnosis sessions. I'm going to read off my notes and tell you what a recent client's higher self had to say about this issue of control, and maybe it can help you. I said to her higher self, she feels a need to control things in her life. What is it in her that needs to be healed in order to overcome this? Her higher self said her childhood was chaotic and the control is to bring relief. I asked her higher self, where is the control room for her need to control? Like, where is it located in her body? Her higher self said it's in her spine. I asked, why is it in her spine? Her higher self said control is structure, and the spine has lots of structure and can hold the weight of control. I asked her higher self if it was able to pull and remove that control room, which would be the need for control. Her higher self said yes, and then threw it into a bonfire. I then went on to the next question and asked, what is it in her that needs to be healed or changed? What can she do to not feel a need to be so emotionally invested in other people's lives, and why does she do that? Her higher self said she likes to be in other people's lives so she can observe how they feel emotion because it keeps her from having to feel emotion. I asked, so it's a distraction she uses? Her higher self said yes. I then said, is she afraid of feeling emotion? The answer was yes. I said, why? And her higher self said, emotions can be destructive. It takes away from the control. And this is the part that I thought might be helpful to others. I asked, what could she do to practice being more in touch with her emotions and not have to experience it through other people's emotions? Her higher self said, spend time with her pets and meditate more. I asked, is it all right when she meditates to just have that quiet time like she likes? Her higher self said, quiet time is fine. And she became demotivated when she was taking lots of quiet time and her emotions started to open up too quickly. It scared her. So I asked her higher self, so as not to be too overwhelming for her, we don't want emotional floodgates to open and scare her, can you install an emotional regulator on her emotional control room and have a regulator installed there so it automatically adjusts to let out just enough emotion so she can consistently grow but not have it be too much for her? Her higher self said, yes, it's done. It's a knob. She just has to turn the knob. And her higher self clarified and said she would have to be the one to consciously turn the knob. And just to recap, I love what higher self said. To get in touch with our emotions, we can meditate and spend more time with our pets. Meditation keeps our minds off the past and the future, and the pets connect us to Creator and love.